Good morning. Today I'm going to give you some guidance in planning out your essay to compare the key elements of mythology nonfiction text with the story of Prometheus. Now, if you have not done the assignments leading up to this, don't try to jump right in here. Back up, do the readings, get the notes. It'll make this a lot easier, okay? When we're done today, with a plan, that's all you'll have to do. Tomorrow I'll post a document for you to either type your essay or handwrite your essay. You can take a picture and send it to me. You can read it on a video, whatever's more convenient and easier for you. All right, so we're on page 9 in the packet. And we've already, sorry, I have lots of papers here. We've already read Prometheus, and we highlighted a lot of good evidence here. This is going to be very, very helpful for these pieces of evidence that you need. So the first thing you're going to do is to identify the significant elements of mythology from in the text. So that's back in this article on the first page, and it's going to tell you these are our 6 pieces that we might find in a lot of myths. So if I were you, I would say we don't really see any light versus dark, good versus evil. So I wouldn't choose this one. A struggle for power, I think you could make a good argument for. I think you could definitely explain something in the natural world that comes to be. I think there is some fate in this story. I think there is a supernatural character feeling emotions. I don't know that there is a quest or a completion of a task. So you're going to pick the 2 that you think you can prove. Again, if you have these notes, it's going to be very helpful. So in your introduction, the elements from the article, the key elements of mythology that show up in Prometheus are, write the 2 that you've chosen, okay? And again, those are going to come right from this list, okay? Which 2 can you prove? Pause the video and do that. The next thing you have to come up with is the theme of the myth. So remember, the theme is the message, something we can take away from this story. It shouldn't have anything to do with fire, but it might have something to do with doing the right thing, the way you should treat others. Think about what Prometheus did for humans, even though he knew he was going to be punished. So what is something we can learn from that? Pause the video and write your theme. Now it's time to fill in the details. Again, I really think you should use this, okay? I highlighted some really great pieces of evidence in there. So in these 2 boxes, this is going to be your first element that you wrote about up here, okay? 1 piece of evidence, and then what's your analysis? What does it mean? How does that prove your element? And then this one here will be element number 2. The second one that you talked about right up here. Copied from the text right here, and then what does it mean? What's your analysis? Remember, these are in quotation marks, right? These are copied pieces of evidence. Pause it, do that. The last thing you have to do is prove your theme. So whatever theme you wrote up here, whatever message, you need to prove it with details. Give me 2 details to prove your theme. Okay, you might talk about how Prometheus was doing a good thing. You might talk about how you should treat people, and then give me the evidence from the story there. Pause and do that, please. And then finally, in your conclusion, let's keep it simple today. In your conclusion, just restate your introduction. Restate your 2 elements, restate the theme. If you want to give a so what statement, what else we could have learned about Prometheus, or another thought you have about the story, this would be a great place to do it. Now, where should you look for help? Well, you have the plan we did together on page 4 for the myth of Kronos. You have the example essay on page 5 for the myth of Kronos. You have the example essay explained with all these little notes on page 6. It's the exact same essay question, just with a different story. Okay? Once you get this planned, that's all for today. The hard part's been done. If you have any questions, shoot me an email, pop into the Meet and ask. I will be on both in the morning and in the afternoon. Just check Classroom. Okay? Happy writing. Good luck.